niggas was producing the beat by my album. Other niggas was doing the beat and Dre was getting credit. And I gotta go on MTV and be like, yeah, he did this, he did that. No, he ain't doing it. He is a dope producer, but he ain't worked in years. And I got tired of that. I didn't think we needed that. I think we didn't need that. And he was owning the company too, and he chilling. He owning the company, he chilling about fucking big, easy, pussy. I'm out here in the street, you know what I mean? Whooping niggas' ass, starting wars and shit, putting it down, dropping albums, doing my shit. And this nigga taking 3 years to do one song.
Alright. So normally I got 2 security with me that fly on a private plane. What is Suge got his homies, I got his security. We get to the private plane, and Suge like, they can't go.
Your security.
They can't go. Security like, all right, well, come on with us, dog. I'm like, nah. I'm gonna stay there. I'm riding with them. Like, this either the moment you gonna kill me, and we're gonna get some clarity in this air. We got a 5.5 hour flight. I ain't got.
So this Lawyer Moves, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all do the likes. It's not hard to do. Man, we talking about this Tupac case. Tupac case. You know what I'm saying? We talking about the Tupac case. They've been going for some years. They've been going for some years now. So it's not hard to tell what's what and who's who and who did what, but some people don't know. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't in this area. So let's check it out. Now we have Keefe D comes forward and says he was in the car, and now Keefe D is incarcerated for the charges brought against him from Las Vegas. Yeah, so it been what, 10 years, 10 or so years. Let's break it down. Go down, because it been detectives and police officers and FBI agents and Los Angeles finest. So let's get into it. Hold on. It's been a whole 9 yards of everything. We got Snoop. We got Suge. Suge represents a blood Piru gang. Is it? Yeah. So let's see what some of these people be talking about. Let's get into that.
He questioned why cops never looked into the white Cadillac rental car that was used, that Keefe D and T Brown and Dre and Orlando Anderson rode in when they did the Tupac thing in Vegas. Why do you feel like he thinks this wasn't addressed or this wasn't looked into?
Because Gene's a clown, like I said earlier in the episode. Gene's a big old clown. Gene's is somebody that's just setting up, talking, don't even research and investigate things to the point that he should. Since he wanted to be so involved in something where he was probably somewhere with his 355-pound wife laying in the bed eating, and probably they were somewhere eating. And then he wanted to put himself in that investigation so much into the Tupac. Because the Biggie thing, I will just be honest, I call it ball, strike. Biggie shit just don't get that much love and coverage like Tupac. So he elects to talk on the Tupac subject and put his opinions on there because Reggie Rice speaks the truth. So y'all really don't like hear Reggie talking about the shit, but y'all can go and listen to somebody else talk because how he speaks or for whatever reason. But we all know from Murder Rap that they knew about T Brown mother ridden in the car. It wasn't T Brown. He talking about lock him up. Well, we all know that T Brown, but he don't know that that task force, just like they were following around KPD and got him, just like they were following around Reggie Wright and trying to get him on something, and just like they were following around Teresa Swan and did whatever they did to her to get her to say whatever she allegedly said. They were trying to do that to T Brown as well. He was doing jacks. They had information that he was robbing people. And they were trying to catch him in the act of doing a robbery. But when you go to people, or when you have a task force like that, you just surveillance people. You follow them around. And then you get them on something. You don't just go to them and bring them to the box. You ain't learned anything from Reggie Wright. Reggie Wright always tell y'all, they bring you on the box. Do what? Shut your motherfucking ass up. Put me in my cell. Take me where you gotta take me. I have nothing else to say. I say it a little nicer. I always say, just tell them, hey, officer, come on. You was in my situation that you saying that I am in or facing. What would you do?
Gene made a comment that he questioned why cops never looked into the white Cadillac rental car that was used, that KPD and T Brown and Dre and Orlando Anderson rode in when they did the Tupac thing in Vegas. Why do you feel like he thinks this wasn't addressed or this wasn't looked into?
Because Gene's a clown, like I said earlier in the episode. Gene's a big old clown. Gene is somebody that's just setting up. Once they got the investigation and KPD laid it out, they were kind of satisfied, but they turned it over to Vegas. There was this detective, Brent Becker, and his partner. I forget who his partner was. At that time, in 1995, in 1996, they did not want to solve the Tupac Shakur murder. 2023, they trying to solve it. But in 1996, they wasn't. They came, like I told y'all, they came to the police station to interview two witnesses. Yet, John always correct me when I said, but Gaddafi and Edie. I personally took them down there myself. They weren't going to possibly look at what they call a photo six-pack. I believe they will identify them. Don't know it. I'm not putting anything out, but I really believe they were. The Vegas police picked an argument with them. Why y'all come down here with Death Row or Reggie? Why y'all didn't come down here when we were trying to get y'all to come and talk? Oh, we don't want to talk to y'all now. Y'all should have came when we were trying to talk to y'all. Picked an argument with them. If you're a good investigator, you don't care who brought them down. All you want is for them to ID somebody and get on. My point is, the reason why they didn't follow up on the lead about the Cadillac, because they didn't want to solve that case. They didn't want it. Or
Right. That leads me to say, why now? Like, why now? Why now? What's going on now that they want to solve the case? What's going on now that they want to solve the case? What it is?